Awesome. Yeah, let's get to
This
it.
This is gonna be great. This one.
Sure is.
I guess I'll start off this time because
All right.
I got to start off last time. Privilege. So gameplay-wise, I would make the case that Sonic Forces took a gameplay style that was terrific and made it bad. And it did it way too soon after what had come before it. And it's just like,
For sure.
why? What possible reason could there be for why this is bad when it's been done well before? Now, I acknowledge that the same criticism can be leveled at Sonic 06 because it tries to relive the glory days of the Sonic Adventure era. And yeah, you would be completely 100% right about that. And I don't... What point am I trying to make here? Okay, I'm going to move on from that one. I'm just shooting myself in the foot there. Easy target, I know. From there, I will say Sonic 06 is a video game that can be played. Sonic Forces is a video game that you mostly watch. Like when, especially like the epitome of this is the fact that every single loop-de-loop in Sonic Forces is automated.
Oh yeah.
Now in Sonic 06, you could just walk around them at a snail's pace, but at least I still have to hold the joystick to get him to do it, you know. Now I realize this is the standard.
Yeah.
This is the standard we are at right now. And I just think, like, after Sonic 1 and the whole appeal was, oh my god, can you make it around this loop-de-loop in Green Hill Zone? The idea that it's just automated is just a complete and utter stain on everything Sonic is about. Like, I'm getting triggered about one gameplay mechanic here, but it's so much of what Sonic represents. I was just like, yep, this is how Sonic dies, with automated loops. Going back to the general scheme of things, Sonic's gameplay in Sonic 06 is kind of everything Sonic shouldn't be. It's clunky, it's awkward, he's just all around a bit difficult to really control. Now, the thing is, Sonic Forces is just as bad to control, I would say. You don't notice it as much, though, because you don't have to maneuver Sonic much. He does the turns himself, he does the sort of maneuvers himself. It's really just on you to avoid getting hit in the face with robots and to know when to boost and when to jump, basically. If we had the Sonic Forces version of Sonic playing on a open level map, I think we would notice just how tricky he is to control. And what you could say is, okay, he's got levels that are appropriate for the style of gameplay that this Sonic has. Whereas the 06 Sonic is just, like, it's a weird one, really. But, like, I think the one thing that I think gives a point to Sonic 06 is that we can at least get a chance to try and maneuver him, to try and explore with this Sonic. Whereas in Forces, what takes the piss for me the most is the final stretch of the first level, Lost Valley, where you can see this wide open space with all these Death Egg robots and stuff that I would just love to just explore and climb around, but you can't. It's got invisible walls everywhere. With Sonic 06, there's more of an understanding of the exploration and platforming aspect of it, which is more integral to Sonic. So while the Sonic himself doesn't control well, he is at least in environments that are suitably Sonic, if you get me.
Yeah.
Now, of course, with Sonic 06, you do have multiple playable characters. I think Silver is actually quite solid. Whether or not he's really what you want to be doing in a Sonic game is, you know, just kind of puttering around at a very deliberate pace and lifting rocks and stuff is... That's whether you're going to roll with it or not, but I'd say I enjoyed Silver. Shadow, I also enjoyed a surprising amount, especially considering that the vehicles are in there. I did find myself having fun with them, and I really didn't mind the overall versatility of it. It's then the Amigo characters where the game really takes it up the ass, is like, for example, the obvious one is Knuckles and Rouge. There's not a single excuse as to why they should be getting stuck to the walls.
No.
Like... That's game-breakingly bad, and you will not find anything that bad in Sonic Forces, and I acknowledge that. But what I will say is, again, we've got some exploration and platforming at least, whereas in Forces it's very much hallway to hallway, kind of sidestepping left and right. You might as well play Sonic Dash on the iPhone, as far as I'm concerned. So... while the gameplay is worse in Sonic 06, I would say they did at least make it count, and that's the angle I'm going for here, I think.
Yeah, I mean that's all solid points. Like you went back and forth to most things I would say to that. And again, like we're I'm arguing two games I do not like. So yeah, that's really my argument. Like, when it comes down to the two of it, I'd say that Forces you can get through. Like, I didn't scream at Forces. I never did. Of course, I'm older now, and I would like to think I wouldn't get to that point. And with 06, I think what bothers me more about it is because that is my preferred style of Sonic when it comes to 3D gaming. I don't want the hallways. I don't want boost to win mechanics. I didn't really like how safe that entire game was. The only times I really died was when I was just trying to control him. Like, I would go veering off the sides of levels, and it would only stop when I stopped trying to move the joystick. And that's criminal to me. And especially right after Mania, you have the balls to put classic Sonic back in here. And it's worse. Like, you are the main developer of this. I don't care if it's a different engine. Like, you're the ones putting it up for comparison. And you have the balls to do that.
Classic Sonic was a big mistake in Forces. Like,
it's a huge mistake.
They were asking for trouble from the get-go because we just had Mania, which was very authentic.
Mm-hmm.
There was no way that the classic Sonic in, like, Generations even if he was as good as the one in Generations, it's still, it's gonna just open up ridicule for Sonic Team because, like, we know that basically Takeshi Iizuka has said that the reason they can never get classic Sonic's physics right is because you can't adapt those physics into a 3D space, which is bull, because it has been done.
It's nonsense. It's complete nonsense. They just, it's in the hands of people that don't know what they're doing. It's as simple as that. You give Sonic Team any other project, and they kill it. They absolutely kill it. You give them Phantasy Star, they know what they're doing. This is just a group of people that are assigned to the most popular franchise, and Sega doesn't give a crap. And it's heartbreaking because... Man, I don't know. I'm getting off the gameplay topic. Whatever. We're just talking. We have to save all that for the ending.
I get the frustration there, though. It's like Sonic is Sega's main motherfucking porn star. Like, why are they not treating him better,
Exactly.
To quote the guy that plays Talos in his attitudes to Spider-Man, like, Sonic is... Like, Puyo Puyo. Are you going to accept Puyo Puyo as, like, Sega's main mascot if Sonic goes under? Like... What would they replace Sonic with? He's
Yakuza
irreplaceable.
And Persona. That's it. Like, that's all they got otherwise.
Yeah, okay, that's something. I mean, I wouldn't say they're as, like, instantly recognizable, though.
No, God, no. Absolutely not.
I mean, that said, I haven't really played them, so, like, I can't really say. But I think there's something about the simplicity of a blue hedgehog that just has kind of a different lure, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I mean, I've gone on about it in my videos, just the brilliance of Sonic's design. It's iconic, and it sticks around for generation to generation, albeit we're always at each other's necks, but it sticks around for a reason. But, like, I'm getting off topic here. To try and argue for the sake of Forces. Like I said, I prefer the more exploration-based, like, it's 3D, make a move around in 3D. And yeah, I like the loop-de-loops, I like the automated stuff on occasion, and I keep pointing to Sonic Adventure 1. I will forever fight for the physics in that game. I feel like Sonic controls perfectly in a 3D space in that game. Bugs aside, I don't know why you can't just work with that and improve upon that. And then Sonic the Hedgehog comes around, or Sonic 06, whatever you want to call it, and they made it worse. And it's the Forces argument all over again. Like, how do you screw this up? How do you make this worse than what we already had? Just use this. Just use what works. And oh, Silver was fine though. I'll admit that. Silver was totally fine. But yeah,
Silver was great.
I think it really comes down to what's your preference here, because you can get through Forces, and it's competent. Is it as competent as Generations? Absolutely not. Not even as as complimentary. I'm not even using the right words anymore. It's not even as good as Unleashed. Anyone that wants to bag on Werehog, I'm with you. I get it. It's a competent game though. Same with Colors. I thought that game lasted way too long, and I feel like I'm just rethinking my entire argument as I'm saying this, because I really dislike the stop and go of the boost gameplay. I hate how you're going through the corridors, and then suddenly it's this awkward, jarring, puzzly 2D segments. And that's... But the ring bomb, never mind. I hate the ring bomb more. Never mind. That's garbage.
You're in my headspace right now. I do this all the time. I'll be recording a video and then I'll stop for a bit and think, my angle on this, like, I want to change that right now. But don't worry, like, I think everyone's gonna understand that's how a train of thought works, you know.
And it comes from a place where I don't like either of these games, but again, if you put a gun to my head, like, what am I gonna sit through? What do I have to spend an afternoon with? I'm gonna do Forces, just because, I'll be blunt with you, I'm gonna get through it quicker. I'm gonna be less frustrated with it, and that'll be over and done with. Instead of these broken, janky mechanics, yeah, it's funny to laugh at, good for you. Yeah, there's a story, and yeah, you're nostalgic for it, good for you. But adventure's there, and it's better. And if you're gonna make me play the two of them, that's Forces. There we go. That's all. Only argument I have.
I think the gun to your head analogy is not bad, but I think there is kind of an easy answer to that, because I think if someone had a gun to my head and said, you got to play one of these two games, I too would pick Forces, because it's just shorter, you know? I'd be away from the gun a lot quicker.
Right.
So what I would say is, here's a different analogy. You got to go to a desert island, and you got to bring one video game. And it can either be Sonic Forces or Sonic 06, and that's all you can bring to amuse yourself. It's not even a very good desert island, it's a pretty boring one, so you're going to be bored for a long period of time.
That's a very good one. That's a very good point.
Which one are you bringing? 06 or Forces?
Wow, that's a very good point, yeah. Huh. I'm going to have to think about that. If I had to be stuck with one of those games, if I had to be forced to be entertained by either one of them, I'm still gonna go with Forces. I think I'm still gonna go with it. I
guess, like, you've
I'm
got
torn, man. That's a really
designer.
good one. That's a really, really good way to look at it.
I can come up with worse riddles than that, but we'll save that for another time.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say, you know what? I'm gonna go with you on this one. I'd say 06 as far as the desert island analogy is concerned, because there is way more to pick apart there and just be fascinated as far as a train wreck is concerned. And yeah, because the game does take a little more time to do its thing. You can explore around a little bit more. All right, yeah, well said. Well contested. I like that a lot.
I got a lot more analogies where that comes from. And that's all for now. Comment below and discuss, and as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the like button, and in the description below is a link to my Patreon and a link to Nick's channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a great day. Once again, this video is sponsored by NordVPN, and you can get 4 months free with a 3-year subscription by using my discount code. Everything you need is in the description below, so check it out. That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you? Because you could get a way better costume from Zentai Zone. Check out their range of custom-made, tailored superhero costumes. Ridiculously good quality, value, and customization. Link is in the description below, as well as my coupon code CHANNELPUP, where you can get a discount off of your purchase. And while you're at it, why not get your suit designed by my talented buddy Dan from New Blood Dan's workshop? You can contact him via the link in the description below. Seriously guys, you do not want to miss out on your chance to be your favorite superhero and feel authentic and professional. And you don't want to miss out on that Channel Pup discount.
Can you feel the sunshine? Does it bright?